Electricity just might work. I thrust my arms into the air and closed my eyes, summoning the Moon Mother, calling down the lightning. A storm was on the way, so the bolts didn't have far to travel. The lightning instantly responded. I could hear it crackling from about 5 miles away as the clouds raced in, carrying it to me. As the energy began to swirl around my hands, it thickened, shrouding me like a fog. The power soaked into my pores and entered my lungs with the rising mists. The energy coiled like a snake at the base of my tailbone and began to ascend through my spine, prickling me like 1,000 needles, the pain sharp and exquisitely sensual. A rush of desire rode on the back of the bolt. Sex and magic were integrally combined for me. I sucked in a deep breath as the spell took over, then arched my back, arms open wide, and pointed my palms toward the demon's body. Morio glanced at me, and I heard him mutter, "Oh, shit!" His look one of stark terror. He jumped back, striking the demon with a final kick, and then cartwheeled out of the way. As soon as he'd cleared the zombie, I spread my fingers and let the energy stream out of me. It reared up, taking the shape of a dragon, and dove for the demon, arcing with 10,000 amps. The spirit we'd invoked shrieked and fled the body as the carcass fell to the ground. I dropped to my knees, my gut aching like a son of a bitch. But when Morio shouted, I glanced up just in time to see the bolt of lightning coil, then reverse directions as it raced straight toward me. I screamed and raised the horn of the black unicorn. Deflect! The Master of Winds residing within the horn rose up, and as the bolt came crashing down, he thrust his sword in front of me. The lightning fastened onto the sword and followed the trail leading to the air elemental's body, harmlessly passing through him as it grounded into the floor. I scrambled back from the blackened spot on the concrete not 2 feet away, as Morio carved up the second zombie into small enough pieces that it couldn't bother us. "Well," I said, panting, as I leaned against the wall, all too aware that I'd barely skipped out on becoming toast. Again. "We can add this one to the list of thou shalt nots we've managed to accumulate. Whose bright idea was this, anyway?" "So, we made a mistake in choosing our host. It happens." He shrugged. "It happens? How on earth did we manage to end up with a demon's body and not know it?" I stared at him for a moment, and he gave me a sheepish grin. "Oh, good gods. You knew! You knew we were invoking the spirit into a demon's body and blithely told me to go ahead with it. What the hell were you thinking? Are you insane?" "I thought you'd figure it out," he said, laughing. He looked like he was enjoying this fiasco, just a little too much. "We're still alive, so I consider it a success. And if you hadn't chosen a mage's spirit to invoke, we wouldn't have had a problem. If you'd chosen just Joe Schmo's ghost, then he wouldn't have been able to use magic, and we could have controlled him. Can you imagine what a demon zombie could do for us on the battlefield? Hard to kill, hard to take down. Goblins, trolls, even other demons would have had their hands full fighting him." I blinked. "So now it's my fault?" He laughed again, and I sputtered. "You didn't tell me who to call from Dial a Ghost. I just randomly chose somebody. I didn't know he'd been a mage." "Camille, babe. It's okay." Morio leaned against me and brushed the side of my face with his hand. His skin felt oh so smooth. "No harm, no foul. We're dealing with it, so it's all good. Now, get a move on, woman. We still have to banish the spirit back to the netherworld." He pointed toward the wall of the mausoleum. There, a ghostly white shape hovered almost close enough to touch, the spirit we'd summoned into the demon. But the phantom couldn't do anything now that we'd blasted it out of its host. The mage had practiced earth magic when he was alive, which meant he couldn't attack from beyond the grave unless given a body.